I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I refer to as subtraction when it comes to our personal development. When we look at our personal development, the way I set it up and the way I have my journal set up is I have quadrants. This is a leftover from the days when I was part of the Integral Institute and Ken Wilber and all those guys. I'm no longer part of that group or any of that stuff, but I did derive some good knowledge. I did learn quite a bit while there, and I carry some of those things forward with me. As with anything, you keep what's useful and you discard what is not, and what's taking me and propelling me towards where I want to go, I'm going to hang on to that until it is no longer useful. One of the things that I took from that was a quadrant approach to my personal development, which is a physical, a mental, an emotional, and a spiritual piece. Now, if you don't believe in the spiritual side of things, that's completely okay. Then I would say to set up your journal as physical, mental, and emotional in whatever order, right? And then each day you journal a little bit about what work you've done in each of those areas and how you have worked to improve yourself a little bit each day. Now, what does this have to do with subtraction, addition, calculus, whatever? Here's what it is. I have found that over the years, a great piece of advice given to me was, if it's not taking you closer to your goals, then it's taking you further from your goals. If the thing that's taking you closer, you want to do more of that. And the thing that's taking you further away from your goals, you want to do less of that. In the end, what I found was that I had this dwindling list of things that I would do that was taking me closer to my goals. And I had this ever-growing list of things that I was eliminating from my life, subtracting, if you will, from my life, that were taking me away from my goals. Example, television. Watching TV was a big time suck. It was taking me away. I would sit there, in my head, I was telling myself, well, I need this recovery time. I need this time to chill. I need this time to relax and disconnect for a moment. But in reality, that was time I could be spending with my kids, which one of my goals and my objectives was to have a great relationship with my children. And so here I am spending time staring at a screen with my kids, in my mind justifying it as, this is my time to recover from working hard. This is time with my kids. This is quality time with my family. When in reality, it was not. It was none of those things. It was a way for me to just basically take the easy way out and not do more work, which is necessary. I eliminated television and instead spent those times and those moments talking or reading with them or playing games or doing something where we were interacting and bonding. And when I talk about that kind of stuff, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm looking at ways where I can take away an activity that's less productive, that's taking me away from my goals, and increase time in an activity I might already be doing, but I just need to put more time into it. I need to put more effort into it. And where do I get that effort? Where do I get that time? We all struggle with that. Well, the easiest way to get it, because there's a finite amount of time, right? Every day has 24 hours for all of us, and every hour has 60 minutes, and every minute has 60 seconds, and there's only so much of that we are going to get overall, and there's only so much we're going to get each day. And so how do I take away those things, subtract those things that are distracting me and keeping me from reaching that goal or that objective, keeping me from being productive in that time allotted? How do I take those things away and then use that energy and that effort and that time that I now have gained back, so to speak, and put it towards those things that are better for me, that are helping me to get closer to where I want to go? It's been a fun exercise. I wish I could say it was a fun exercise because I haven't mastered it. I still mess up. I still catch myself scrolling on my phone. I'll go on my phone and I'm going to reach out to XYZ. I'm going to reach out to some of my people and I'm going to check in and I'm going to go on social media and I'm going to try to share something that is important to me with the people that follow along with me on my journey. And I will end up scrolling and looking at silly stuff and or just being distracted. And it's one of those things where I still struggle with the overall concept of, is it taking me closer or taking me further? If it's taking me closer, let's do more. If it's taking me further, let's do less. Let's take the time away that I was using on these things that are taking me further and apply those things to what's taking me closer, right? That same 30 minutes that I spent scrolling and reading clickbait or arguments, or that is time that I could have used in furtherance of my pursuit for self-development and becoming a better husband, a better person, a better dad, a better friend, all these things. But instead, I spent it outraged over something that we don't even know if it exists or not, right? There's so much manipulation in the media and all of that now to manipulate our emotions and manipulate us into whatever power grab is going on, that time would have been much better spent on something positive.